Well, I mean, the turnovers, 25 points off turnovers, 24 points second chance points. Usually if you see those two things, you don't have a very, very good outcome. Our ball handling was really sloppy. We knew they were going to pressure us, but we tried doing too much. We take that one extra dribble into traffic and got in trouble a lot of times. So, that hurt us because it didn't give us enough shot opportunities. They got 6 or 9 more shots than we did because of our turnovers. We shot a decent percentage, but when you turn it over that much, and it turned into easy baskets. And then our defensive transition a couple times, and in the last 8 minutes, I don't think we blocked anybody out. They kept themselves within striking distance with offensive rebounds. So, a lot to work on, but we're 8 days into the season. So I'm really happy for the freshmen. They're going to get better and better. CJ didn't have a real good game, but he's going to be fine. Chandler's going to get better. Addie's going to get better. Chris, I think, has just got a bruise on his knee, so I think he'll be okay. Will's doing a great job handling it, except for that lob. He did a nice job. So, a lot of good things, but a lot of things to work on, and that's what you expect. What the heck would we do if we didn't have a lot to work on for the next 5 months? So, tremendous amount of work to do.
I feel like a couple times there you're able to get a little separation, get it to 10 or 12, but it seemed like as soon as you get that, they'd suddenly get right back down to 3, and you couldn't kind of...
Yeah, the turnovers, I thought, and then, like, Francis missed the block out on the free throw. He had a 4-point play. I mean, he just didn't hold his block long enough, and then missed time to, just awkward plays that really put us in a bad position. And then a defensive transition where we gave up just an open layup. Too many easy baskets there, too many easy baskets. But again, I thought we battled inside some against their superior size. And I think we'll get better when the freshmen understand the physicality that it takes. So all in all, a lot of positives, but tremendous amount of things to work on before Sunday.
Well, obviously, Coach, he's a lot to work on, but they kept surging at you guys. They took the lead once or twice, but mostly you guys were able to hold them at bay as they came at you. Could you just describe kind of the way you guys handled yourselves in those moments when they were really pressuring you to either take the lead or had the lead briefly?
I mean, as a team, we knew that we were just making a lot of mistakes with the ball, and then on defense, not getting back, not boxing out. So we never really hung our heads. We always kept our heads in and kept fighting because we know it was all things we could fix, and if we fix those things, then we know we'll be right back in the game. So we just always kept our head up.
That last three-pointer for you, Will, just walking through what's kind of going through your mind there, because Weissman's obviously getting hot. They're starting to get momentum. It's a 4-point game, and you drove that one. They never really...
I mean, I usually think a lot before I shoot the ball, but I didn't even think that time. I was open, so I shot the ball. Just happened to go in.
Hey, Chandler, how's your adjustment coming to the first year in college?
I'm coming along pretty well. Just got to focus and just learn off my vets and just learning from Francis and Shakur, and they've been good so far.
How was it going against some of your former teammates, man?
It was fun playing against some of my teammates, some of my friends back home. It's just, now I got bragging rights.
You'll easy to go home.
Dana, do you like these early season marquee matchups? Does it kind of give you a better gauge of where you guys are? I mean, I know it's early in the season.
You've got to have some games where you can get a flow. We don't have as many in November as we traditionally do. But no, I mean, we've had 3 good teams. We just shot it so well against Boise, it kind of distorted the game. But we've played 3 good teams. Texas Arlington's a good team. Houston's very good. Seton Hall's very good. So our November is really tough, and so it'll be a good learning experience for us. Hopefully, we'll keep getting better. But you like to have some games where I could get these freshmen and just get them in a better flow offensively, because Chandler, Addie, and CJ, they need to get a better feel. They need to get out on the floor more, and against this team, I just felt comfortable with the vets, and went a little longer with the vets. But that'll change as the season goes on and they get more comfortable. Their talent will come through. CJ's really talented. Chandler's really talented. Addie can get to the rim. So as the season progresses and they get more experience, I'll be a little bit more comfortable.
Coach, obviously Wiseman picked up the 2 early fouls, and it feels funny saying, how'd you keep a guy who got a double-double sort of from taking over, but how did you, what was the game plan?
Well, we, really wanted, collapse on him when he was inside, but he's really strong, and he got a couple offensive rebound putbacks that we didn't put a body on him, and he made us look really bad. He's an unbelievable talent. 21 minutes, he gets 14 and 12, so, and a lot of those rebounds were late when they really needed them, just try to stay in the game. But phenomenal talent, someone who's, going to play basketball for a long, long time.
Dave, we spoke last season in some of these early wins and losses about did your room really fully appreciate and understand what they meant, the different composition you have when Brad transfers, JUCO transfers, returning guys. Do you think your room, the older guys at least, understand what this could be 4 months from now?
Well, guys like Will, Francis, last year at this time, they were, like these guys, just trying to navigate their way through it. And we had some really disappointing losses, so it was tough. I think, our guys will talk to each other. Anthony and Shakur, they just want to win. They haven't been to the tournament. They want that experience. So, the sense of urgency is a little different for them. But the freshmen, they've got to stay with it. But I think Will and Francis got a different understanding of how important these games are and how we have to make progress to get better. And hopefully the freshmen will just keep grinding and pick that up.
Chandler, do you feel like from game 1 to game 2 that you kind of got a little bit more comfortable out there and where to be?
Yes, by watching film, learn from my mistakes. I just got to pick up and learn from what I do wrong, just improve every day, just get better.
Do you have a little extra today knowing that you're going up against so many guys you knew and kind of in an NBA arena with a bigger crowd?
Yeah, I knew what I was coming up to. I just had to be focused and just come ready to play.
Coach, talk about Shakur's game.
I thought he did a really good job, other than a couple, turnovers, that, really hurt us. But 8 for 15, I thought he challenged, went to the boards, obviously 10 rebounds, 17 points. I thought he was really, really active in 35 minutes. Like I said, just you take away a couple of the turnovers, 2 steals, 3 assists, it'd be hard to argue with. But the turnovers kind of, slowed him down. But great game, 17 points, 10 rebounds. That's really getting after it. I thought he played really hard.
Was it mostly his activity that got him going, or what about the way he
I think so. I think he got a couple buckets and, a couple things inside that really, got his motor going. And I thought defensively he was pretty aware. He did miss some blockouts late. I think he was fatigued and didn't put a body on anybody. But again, he did have 10 boards, 4 offensive boards. We did get 15 second chance points, which is good, but obviously we're a -9 there, which is not so good.
A lot of
One or
similarities,
two more, and then we got to let Memphis in.
a lot of similarities with Mathis' shooting and the ability to stretch the floor as Tyler. How much does that open things up for like a guy like Shakur to do?
Well, I think it'll open it up for our bigs pretty good. He 9 for 11, 4 for 5 today. If my math is right, that's 13 for 16 in the last 2 games. That's going to keep the floor spread. And got a bad 3rd foul that kind of took him out of the game and took him out of his rhythm. But he's playing good. I thought Will and Peyton did a good job looking for him. So. He's a good player, and like I said, he's all in because he desperately wants to have a great year and experience some things he hasn't experienced to this point. So, we want him to have a great year.
Will, with some of the hype coming in this game amongst the ranks, and you talked about second year wanting to get this team off, making every non-conference game important. Does this feel like a big game to you, and come out of it with a win, feel like taking a step forward?
I guess it was a big game. We knew it would be a tough game, but we just come with the same attitude every time we play. Like, we got to win the game, and we got to just do the tough things, defend, rebound, and we know we'll be in a position to win. So we didn't really come in looking at the hype too much, but we knew it was going to be tougher than the last 2 games. but we definitely just came in with the same attitude, just be the tougher team. We'll come out
You got the last
victorious.
question.
Dana, obviously Phil's meant so much to the university, and it means so much to him as well. How cool for you guys to be able to come up here, play a game like this in front of a lot of alums that maybe don't get a chance to make all the trips down there?
Well, Portland's really important to us, and obviously Mr. Knight, what he's meant to our state, our university, our basketball program. You know, you can't put that into words. He's done so much for the state and our university and our arena. You know, it's always great to come up here. You know, I think our players enjoy it. It especially meant something to Anthony and Peyton coming up here their senior year, so I know they were excited about it. But anything we can do to honor Mr. Knight, you know, we're all in, because he's done tremendous things for us.